I'm calling the police on my sister. She wrecked my car and refuses to pay, so I'm gonna destroy her life. Am I the a-hole?
Lock her up.
So I, female 17, live with my parents. I have an older sister, 29 female, that they had when they were super young. I think my mom was 19 and my dad was 18.
Damn, that's young.
They did not do a great job with raising my sister, and she has a lot of problems. She is chronically unemployed and a thief. She has 2 kids that are okay.
Just okay.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not the worst, but okay.
OP.
They live with us as well because her boyfriend didn't want them around. I like the kids, but they are spoiled little brats, and my parents dote on them, shower them with love and gifts to make up for being crappy parents to their mom.
Nice.
My parents won't let me put a lock on my door because it's their house and they don't want that. All right. But no problem. I talked to the kids and explained about what would happen if they came into my room without my permission. You will die. My sister broke up with her boyfriend and she needed a place to stay. I begged my parents not to let her stay with us. They declined. So I begged again for a lock on my door, but no dice. I have to go to school, so I can't guard my stuff at all times. When I came home on Friday, I found my car absolutely trashed and a whole side of the car destroyed.
Wait, why?
So my sister had gone into my room, found my spare key, and stolen my car. Then lost control on the dice after a day of eating crap and tossing fast food wrappers everywhere.
That does not make sense to me. My car is so clean.
The maid will clean this up.
Eat this trash. You love trash, don't you, sister? I love trash. Yum, yum, yum.
When I saw my car, I was livid. I told my parents that I expected her to pay to fix it. Reasonable.
No, totally unreasonable.
Oh yeah, you're right. What was I thinking? They said, but she doesn't have any money. Oh God.
Work the street corner.
So I said that I would call my grandparents because my grandparents had helped me get the car and the insurance. After talking with my grandfather, I came back to my parents. I said that the insurance would cover fixing or replacing my car depending on the damage, but that I would have to file a police report against my sister.
I imagine so.
And that my sister would probably be charged for stealing my car. They begged me to tell the insurance that she had permission to drive the car, but I said, nope, sorry. So rather than go through insurance, they are now replacing my car. Wow.
With a Ferrari.
I mean, it better be. But they are using the money that they had set aside to take me and my nieces to Orlando next summer for my graduation. It's fine. I can do without seeing Disney World again. But my parents, sister, and nieces are upset with me and saying that I am an asshole for denying my nieces the opportunity to go on the vacation that they've never had. I just asked if a lock for my door would have been cheaper.
Wow, this
Zinger.
all started from a door lock.
So, am I the a-hole? There's a quick edit. I just got home from my school. There is now a deadbolt on my bedroom door, and my mom gave me a key. She says that she is keeping the other one for an emergency. I agreed as long as it was only for emergencies.
Woo.
Man, this is the most like insane route just to get to putting a lock on a door.
I know. I feel like it's like I had no idea how much tragedy could occur from not having locked doors.
I mean, truly.
I mean, but then again, like prison, like that's just a door lock away from releasing murderers on the street.
That is true.
So I guess locked doors are really important.
Maybe they are. You
know, maybe it's as important to keep people out as to keep them in.
That's true.
Deep.
Ooh, God.
If you think about it.
Way too deep. But so what's the question here?
Do you have locks on your doors? When you were a kid, were you able to lock your door? And if you have kids, do you let them lock their doors?
Yes, absolutely.
I want to know why or why not.
But also, I think a question is, are the grandparents the a-hole for taking the vacation money, the not gift money, and using that to pay for it?
Shouldn't the sister pay for something? I feel like there's no repercussions for the sister, and like the sister's not learning anything
at all
as a result.
Like this sister is just complete, and the sister's probably going to do something like this again.
Yeah, she's going to strike once more. She's going to get a lock picking pick lock picking kit and just go into the deadbolt door and steal the keys again.
For a second, I thought you were going to say she was going to strike like her unfair treatment. Like, you should pay me for wrecking the car. Like, just take it one step further.
Yeah, you know what? With these stories, like I wouldn't put it past them.
That's true. That's
Fucking
true.
Crazy. Let us know if you were able to lock your doors when you were a kid, or if you let your kids lock their doors. Today, I effed up by allowing my girlfriend to date girls. She may not be satisfied with your head game anymore. So me and my girlfriend have been a couple for nearly 7 years.
Wow.
7 years.
Impressive.
We met in college and are now in our late 20s, early 30s. For context, I was her first, but I myself had some significant experience with dating both men and women. Also, as I started college, not right after high school, she's some years younger than me. Our relationship has been somewhat open from the start. In the first years, we've been having occasional threesomes and met other couples, which was fun and easygoing. I don't think that part was a today I effed up, and I would happily do that again.
Oh, God.
Very happily. After 4 years, my girlfriend broke down crying and told me that she isn't sure if meeting girls or sex with me in the room would be sufficient for her in the future, as she realized she is more bi than she thought. So bye-bye to the boyfriend.
Yeah, I only like women.
This show was sponsored by your sweet, sexy ass.
If you support our Patreon, you'll get one long, hard, extra bonus episode every week.
I'm talking 3 juicy stories right into those ear holes.
You'll get ad-free episodes. I'm talking all of those ads completely off. All natural.
Not to mention, we'll do it together, live, in front of a camera. With Assholes Anonymous, you'll get a chance to talk to us directly and maybe be featured on the YouTube channel.
Wait, say, but not like that. Like, the fans get to share their stories with us and other fans, and we get to talk about it, right?
And then we'll moon each other at the end.
Oh, God.
So if you want all that axe ass, support your boys at patreon.com/OKOP show.
That's patreon.com/OKOP show.
This is where the Today I Effed Up starts. I instantly agreed that she can go on solo dates because I thought all I want is to see her happy. She will thank me later. This will strengthen our relationship. She doesn't have any experience whatsoever, so she will regret not having made that experience later in life if I don't allow her to do it now. So, I mean, honestly, not a bad thought process. She also somehow suggested that I will profit from that decision. Profit? What, we started OnlyFans over here?
Business opportunity.
Not only will I get off, but you will get rich, sir. Basically, she said she would be introducing me to the women she'll meet along the way. Up to that point, it had been 99% me who had been organizing dates and managing all these stupid dating profiles on multiple platforms. Well, of course, it didn't go well. My girlfriend had quite some fun, and all I received were the stories of her experiences. No profit for OP.
Wow, $0 ahead.
This was perfectly fine for a year or so. At one point, I was allowed to also meet women after arguing about that point for quite some time, but I just didn't get to the point of going to solo dates when all I wanted was to have a happy girlfriend. I tried once and then it died down. Needless to say, my girlfriend never ever actively introduced me to a single person she met. After a year or so, things started to deteriorate. My girlfriend had met about 10 women already, and I also allowed her to have a threesome with 2 other women. So that's a lot to juggle.
You've heard of love triangle.
That's a lot to, hey, she's good at multitasking, I guess. Some months ago, 2 years after the single dating phase started, the situation finally exploded. The breakdown is she isn't sure of her sexuality anymore. She isn't looking for sex. She's actually actively looking for a relationship on the side because she cannot separate between sex and love. She needs the emotional connection to have fun, and it is desirable for her to have a second female partner for the needs I cannot satisfy.
Oh,
The head game, man. Your head game week.
it's 2 weeks.
She will always think of other women. She isn't sure if she finds me attractive in that way anymore. She never intended to do the single dating part for the sake of our relationship. She was really just doing it for herself. Thus, she wasn't honest to me and to herself the whole time. However, she didn't want to break up as I am still the love of her life. And all she wanted to do was find a way to have it all. So John,
No.
who is the a-hole in this story?
Oh.
I want to know your thoughts, feelings. Put your comments in the comment section below. I want to know what you guys think. But is there an a-hole of this story? And if so, who?
It's the girlfriend. Absolutely.
The girlfriend.
I mean, without a doubt. Like at least I feel like you should have
tell what's
broken it
happening
off
as
it's happening. And like I almost am like, it'd be better to break it off, because this went on for a year. So a year of OP
10
just being
to 12
like
people.
Not sure, like always like, what do I have? And then to ultimate, like, you were gonna say all this stuff anyways, so why not be like preemptive and like, I just want to make sure I don't string you along and not hurt you anymore, versus like a year of like pain and then the
I don't
finisher.
think the girlfriend was thinking about how she could or couldn't hurt OP.
No, I think she's just like experimenting around, and like maybe she's right and she really didn't realize it, but it's like, you have to think that it's not gonna feel great.
But I think I would like to know the experience of for our audience that is on the queer side. So like, did you ever date your like the opposite sex first,
right,
and then realize later that you wanted to like date guys or girls or whatever it was? Did you ever have to make that transition, I guess, known to your partner?
Yeah.
Like, did you how did you ever make that known? I'm curious if like how that, for the people who realized they were gay during their relationship.
Yes.
What did you do?
Yeah. That's
or
a
did
big
you just
question.
break it off? Or did you say like, hey, I'm more interested in guys/girls or whatever? I'm curious.
I'm going to shut down my brother's wedding. You think I give a f***? I don't. Am I the a-hole?
Your siblings don't deserve love.
I've always said that,
There's
Sam.
only one person that deserves love, and it's you. Everyone else should just feel pain in the wake of your love.
So to make a novel story short, my female 27 brother, male 30, met his future wife, Ella, female 28, at a party 3 years ago. Honestly, we never got along, but I always tried to put up a peaceful front because my brother seemed blissfully happy with her.
Red flag.
Yep. How dare you be in love?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Lame.
Ella was mean to me a lot. Like a lot. She would make up comments about my weight, my makeup, and especially my dog.
Even the dog?
I mean, damn, even the dog is catching stray bullets over here.
What did the dog do?
She hated animals and hated that I would bring my lab, Toast, cute dog name.
Great dog name.
To my parents or my brother's house. Always just felt like something aimed to hurt me. When the two got engaged, she asked me to be her maid of honor since she has no sisters and not many girlfriends. And since my brother seemed thrilled, I obliged. I love how it's just like, hey, so like I had like no other female friends. So could you just like do this for me?
Yeah. Also, it sounds like this girl hates OP.
Yeah.
And she wants her to be her maid of honor?
What I failed to realize when I accepted the role was that to her, the maid of honor meant planning the entire wedding. Literally planning the whole wedding.
It's literally a role. This is a fake relationship.
Like I was booking venues, florists, jazz bands, everything. Even worse, she expected me to put my credit card down for all of it.
What?
This is a farce.
Wait, but aren't you supposed to plan your own wedding?
Yes.
Maybe the maid of honor does like a bachelorette party, but not your whole wedding.
Absolutely not. And not pay for it. My God. My brother and her are not exactly well off. And since I have a well-paying job, I don't mind holding the deposits, but it was starting to add up a lot. That is the biggest red flag of all time.
I just don't think you're going to get that money back.
It's awful because A, you should never ask someone to do that. That's just stupid. And B, the consequence, what if she's like, no, I don't want to do the wedding anymore? Loses the deposit on her credit card. Every time I would ask Ella about it, she would say that, oh, it's all going to be paid back by her parents before the wedding. It's totally cool. Don't worry.
I'm sensing a train wreck.
And then the parents paid back everything with interest.
Oh, wow.
Just kidding. This is Reddit stories.
Reddit stories where our dreams are slashed.
Well, flash forward to last week, about 3 weeks before the wedding, and she is unbearable to be around. She can't last more than a few minutes before snapping at anyone. So when I, of course, brought up the money crap started hitting the fan. I asked if she had received the updated receipt of everything owed when she exploded. She called me a whole line of terrible names, but the one that stuck out was, "What do you need the money for anyway? Your sick dog is dead now."
Wait, the dog is dead? Why are you bringing dead dogs into this?
It's just so many layers. I can't even begin. Oh my God. My beautiful Toasty died about a month before this after we fought the bravest battle with his cancer. He was my sole dog and I was devastated. Oh my God.
Holy this person's so bad.
She's planning her whole wedding, putting her money down for everything.
Paid for it.
Bro. Oh my God. I blinked at her and simply left the room, having no energy to even respond to something so cruel. I went back to my car, and after the silent 20 minutes drive home, I parked the car and immediately called the vendors and canceled any deposit under my card.
Wow. Can you cancel a deposit?
That's a good question.
Unless maybe she just made it.
I canceled every single one. After almost 20 calls, all that was left of her wedding was the dress and the flower arch. I texted my brother a short explanation. I told him that every vendor would be contacting him if they wished to keep their services, and they were now responsible for covering everything. And I would no longer be attending the wedding.
Wow. I'm surprised the brother hasn't like stepped in and all.
And if this is how she was treating her now, she said she had a history of being mean to her. So, oh my God. It was a matter of minutes before my phone started to explode and I just turned it off.
Smart.
Yeah, that's all you can do at that point. It's been a few days and I haven't talked to anyone but my mom, who thankfully understands where I'm coming from. My brother has tried to call, but I just feel terrible, both about what I did and about what she said. I know what I did was extreme, but I also couldn't sit by and practically enable her cruelty anymore. I still can't help but feel bad for ruining my brother's big day. So I don't know. Am I the asshole for this?
I want to know what everyone else thinks. Put it in the comments.
Please.
But I think something that I'm feeling is like a little bit, yes, for canceling, but you also shouldn't have put your card down in the first place.
That's where I'm like, she was not obligated to do that in the first. Like, that was such an immense favor that like, it kind of has this like feeling on the surface of like, oh my gosh, you like canceled everything and ruined it. But it's like, like, that is a very unreasonable thing to ask somebody. If at any point, like, imagine she had some expense come up and it's like, I can't like be laden with these potential, it's just insane.
It's just a lot of liability.
It's
and it
so
doesn't
much liability.
seem like, I feel like if OP's brother went through with the wedding, I think they would owe a ton of money and wouldn't be able to pay it back. And I think then OP would be out like a bunch of money.
Honestly, this is probably like a really big dodged bullet because from everything we knew, it was 3 weeks to the wedding and they hadn't paid anything back to the parents. So it's like,
why would they continue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I want to know what everyone else thinks. That is an absolute crazy situation. I would never pay for someone, especially someone I didn't like.
Yeah, that's my only like thing on OP is like, OP, don't do that to yourself.
Yeah,
like
you're putting yourself in a really bad position.
Absolutely. I would also like to hear if you guys have any crazy wedding stories.
Yes.
We would love to hear those.
Put them in the comments immediately.
Yes. And we'll see you soon.
See you soon.